Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel, honey. Listen, we got to get into Belle Collective Birmingham. I meant to do this on Sunday actually, and I did record it. But in the middle of recording it, y'all, the damn camera cut out, timed out, and every time I tried to redo it, I just was not in the mood. Okay. So fast forwarding to today, child, we about to go ahead and get into Belle Collective. I do believe that this is the season finale before we get into the reunion because the ladies are having a reunion and we're gonna talk about it. All right. So y'all let me know so far, how are y'all liking Belle Collective Birmingham? I think it was cute. I think it was definitely a cute season for what it's been. And yeah, I wonder if they're gonna try to add in some new players come next season or what's what. Now, I have not gotten a chance to check out Tiffany's interview. I haven't been really crazy about checking it out, but I believe she did an interview with No Chaser, and I did see like a headline where I guess she apologized to Stormi or something like that. I don't know. I didn't listen to it. Maybe I should listen to it because I'm not gonna hold y'all. When I saw that, the first thing I thought about was Miss Ma'am trying to make sure she save her spot on this show. So if I gotta apologize to the head dog in charge, then baby, let me go ahead and do that. Okay. Meanwhile, Stormy over here telling us, I don't know who that lady is. So obviously, it's still issues, and you can't not bring both of them back. You know what I'm saying? That was the biggest drama of the season. But anyway, let's get into it because y'all know these two ladies got into it at Stormy's house the night before. And the energy is a bit off. Y'all know Amber was up there crying at once upon a time, child. She was over there emotional. She said it was the hormones. Some of y'all said it was the hormones. So I definitely understand. Okay. Um, but also, it's like, girl, because you already got that stress going on, don't stress about these ladies. Good, let them do what they gonna do because that's just how they is, hun. But either way, so Stormy does tell the ladies that that was the last thing that she wanted. She was not trying to come at Tiffany like that. She wanted to bring Tiffany into her space so that she can welcome her and treat her better in her space than what Tiffany did when she went to Tiffany's space, right? So she was trying to show her something different, okay? Like, this is how, we do it over here, all right? And anything that you may have thought about me, girl, you wrong. I'm actually a cool ass chick. All right. Despite whatever you and your homegirls have talked about. Okay. Despite me having all this money, I'm really down to earth and I'm really a cool chick. And I'm not going to do you how you did me. You know what I'm saying? So just come on in, have a great time. I'm going to treat you. I got a gift for you. It's all good. Okay. So that's what Stormy was trying to do. And it did not work out so well. All right. Sonetta. Before we get to Sonetta, because it's time for them to release something, Stormy gathers the ladies. First of all, she asked Amber how she was feeling. I believe she asked Amber how she was feeling. Of course, it's tough for Amber, right? Because she don't want her friends bickering and fighting and all of that. And again, let them figure it out, child. Don't add no additional stress to yourself. Now, Stormy and the ladies go over by the fire pit. They got their nice fur to keep them warm. And Stormy wants the ladies to release something into the fire, right? So Sonetta says she's going to release fear. Amber says the things she wants to release, she can't say out loud. Now, Amber, I'm gonna tell you, girl, the fact that you can't say it out loud makes me want to know more about what the hell was it. Okay, are you trying to release an ex? What you trying to release, the girl? Either way it go. Funmi wants to release self-doubt and comparison. Even though she's doing amazing, in her influencer career, she still has doubts. She still compares herself, it seems. You know what I'm saying? And she wants to release that. All right. And Kayla wants to do the same thing when it comes to self-doubt because she often feels like she's not understood, right? She's often in a place where she feels like she's not liked. And because of that, I guess she doubts herself. And it's like, yeah, Kayla, get that in check while you over here being a coach or whatever and encouraging other people to go after their dreams when it comes to acting, modeling, all of that. You know what I'm saying? You go get whatever healing you need for yourself as well. All right. And she also says she don't want to have to keep apologizing for who she is. And I get that too. Because, when you get to know her, I think, in my opinion, I don't know Kayla, but I would want to make the assumption that as people get to know her, they'll understand her personality that much more. And I don't think that Amber and Kayla has had enough time with each other for them to really get to know each other. I really feel like Amber is not feeling Kayla because it's really a vibe thing. It's something about her vibe and her stories don't be checking out type of thing, right? So she could care less about her, is what it seems like. Okay. But we'll see how that's gonna, play out. Stormy says that she wants to release, this whole I wish a BIT would. She wants to release that spirit, that energy. She feels like it comes from trauma, childhood trauma. And she says once she gets to that space of I wish a BIT would, it don't make her feel good after the fact when you snap on people. And I can understand that, Stormy. When you work so hard not to be a BIT that cuss people to fuck out, when you do, sometimes you feel bad. You feel conflicted in your spirit. And I understand because it be like, damn, I ain't even had to go that hard. I ain't even much had to say that to them. But sometimes it be warranted and you got to give yourself grace, for telling people the shit that they may have needed to hear in that moment and maybe in the way that they needed to hear it. Just a little piece. You know what I'm saying? But you go on and you figure that out too. Now, Stormy takes her family back down to the Civil Rights Institute of Birmingham, and I'm screaming because the place is closed yet again. And I'm like, why y'all ain't got the schedule? What's going on? And in addition to that, what's happening with the funding that the place is always damn closed when the people go down there to it? What's up? What's happening? Okay. She tells her mama, this is the place that me and Tiffaney got into it. And her mama said, no, it ain't. She said, yes, it is. She said, do you know what's across over there at that building? And she said, no, what's that? Her mom says that is the church where the four girls, I'm sorry, passed away in the church bombing. That's where that happened. She said, you're surrounded by all kind of, history. So this definitely was not the place for y'all to be coming down here carrying on, acting the way that y'all was. Okay. This is not that place for that. Now, what I can appreciate about this scene with Stormy and her husband, her mom, her dad, her son, I like the fact that although they were not able to go into the Civil Rights Institute, they were able to still take a walk around the area and still gain a bit of history. I love that. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a complete waste of time that we came down here to this institute and it's shut down yet again because it's so much history right here. If you just look around, just look over your shoulder, honey. Okay. I love that. Now she does sit down with her husband Courtney to tell him about Tiffaney and how she was sitting in the middle and needed to move her seat. And he said, now you claustrophobic. I don't know why you sat right there. She didn't sit herself there. Production did. They was being messy. They know she claustrophobic too. Cause why we had a seat at the top of the table and then y'all move that seat, y'all messy. And I ain't mad at it because y'all got a job y'all gotta do. All right. So she tells him that they ended up getting into it and it led to Stormy kicking her the hell out. And she's now feeling really bad about it. But he like, don't feel bad about that. Don't nobody need to be coming down to the house and thinking that they finna sit up here and disrespect nobody and think they get to sit and break bread. Absolutely not. You can go. You could leave. And honestly, Tiffaney did say, I mean, I could leave right now, actually. Okay, well, then go. Then go. So you can leave right now, then go ahead and go then. All right. But Stormy's like, I hear you, but I still feel bad. Okay, I still feel bad, so I think I'm gonna put something together, and I'm gonna apologize to that lady because it just don't feel right in my spirit. Okay, and you know what? I don't fault her for being a bigger person if that's what she wants to do. Now let's get to Tiffaney and her husband doing this still choosing launch, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm confused. What is this still choosing? Is this still choosing a clothing line that you guys are launching? Is this still choosing a podcast that you guys are launching? Is this still choosing like seminars and pop-ups? Like what is still choosing? And I'm not necessarily clear on that, right? While she's at this event, she has her good friend Kendra, and she has this other young lady named Kayla, who she likes to refer to as her cousin, that comes along. Right? She tells them about the whole situation with Stormy because it sounds like it happened the night before, so she's still hot about it. Rightfully so. She's still upset. She lets the ladies know what's going on. Kayla says, "You ain't have nobody up there that had your back. Like, didn't you have friends up there? Like nobody had your back?" Tiffaney said, "Now wait a minute, honey. I don't need nobody to have my back because I'm always stand 10 toes behind me. Always know that I got me. Understand? Okay." And Kendra says, "Yeah, I hear that, but again, you had friends there. Like, ain't Amber your friend? Like, why the hell was Amber not stepping up? Okay." Not knowing that Amber had her own situation going on. And also not knowing that Amber actually did try to intervene in the situation. She did. She tried to intervene because that's when she told Tiffaney, can we just get through this evening or something like that? And that's when I was like, nah, you're going to have to ask Stormy that. This ain't my house. Go ask your other friend that. So I do feel like Amber tried to step in the middle and do some of what she could, but she wasn't going to go against Stormy when she has a close relationship with Stormy and works for Stormy too. Like, I wouldn't do that either. Like, why I gotta get in the middle of the two friends' beefs? Y'all gonna figure it out. Y'all gonna figure it out. Now, all I can do is try and bring y'all over here, help y'all drink the water to be cool, and y'all don't want to do it. Like, I'm gonna have, well, I'm tired. Okay. It's that simple, right? So, Kayla says you need to check your circle. Girl, you on the outside of the circle. You can't even get in. Can you shut the fuck? Sit down. Sit down. We over here trying to still process and digest Kendra, and you gonna bring me Kayla? Hold tight, girl. We still trying to figure out the Kayla that we do got right now. You're gonna have to hold tight for just a quick second. Please, girl, you barely even go here. Just calm down. Either way, Stormi sends out a text message and she invites everybody to the Last Supper. Tiffaney said, I'm not going to that. So Funmi goes over to tell her about it. Like, hey, girl, I just wanted to see if you was going to go, whatever. She was like, thank you for coming to me, but no. Okay. And so I think that's when she said, I declined to go. And so Funmi gonna say, well, you don't have to decline to me. You decline to Stormi. Well, first of all, Funmi, you the one coming over here to me telling me about a damn invitation that I'll see later on today. Okay. So you coming to me to make sure that I saw it. So it's giving to me that you need a damn answer from me. So my answer to you is I'm not going. Okay. And then now you want to sit up and talk about, well, you don't have to say it to me. You got to say it to the text. Well, damn, you ain't give me a chance to even read the text yet. You all up in my grill. Can you just scoot back? Just a little piece, girl. Scoot back up off me, okay? So Funmi said, well, let me say this before I scoot back. Okay. I just want to let you know that Stormi did say she was feeling really bad about what happened. Okay. What you want to do with that, I don't know. But she was feeling really, really bad. So she wants to bring us together to do a little something. And I think that it's going to be with good intentions. I just wanted to let you know that. And Tiffaney is like, I don't believe Stormi talking about, I don't think it was sincere. None of that. All right. I feel like that was just her way of trying to connect with the Bells after she made her ass out of herself. Like, that's what it's really giving. Okay. So then Kayla jumps in because she's so happy to be in front of the cameras. Kayla says, I ain't like that she was up there by herself. I ain't like that she was up there, that she left by herself or whatever. And some part of me does understand her hating that her friend left by herself, but shit, she the one that said I could go home right now. It didn't seem like she wanted anybody with her. Okay, Sanetta said, well, she told us to stay. Even when we was trying to leave with her, she told us to stay. So, girl, what? So Kayla tells Funmi, I just feel like it was a long trip for somebody to sit up there and travel up there with a group and then have to turn around and come back by themselves. Like, I just feel like that was a lot, right? And Amber is just saying that she cares about both of them and she don't want to keep harping on it. And she's like, she's not going to be getting in the middle of it. And I don't blame you. Don't get in the middle of it. Whatever they issues is they issue. I'm so sorry. I'm so I don't have the space for that. I got a lot going on right now, girl. Then the friend Kayla gonna sit up here and ask Amber like you didn't tell her she was wrong. BITCH, you only getting one half of the story. You ain't even getting the full story. And first of all, do I even know you? Why are you talking to me? Okay. Amber said, girl, respectfully, don't say shit to me. Okay. Don't say nothing to me, girl. You can have your conversation right here with Tiffany. You can talk to her because obviously that's where you get all your information from anyway. You can talk this way, but do not talk this way. Okay, I ain't got nothing for you. Respectfully, please stay over there. Okay, I got a lot going on over here, and I'm really not trying to lash out on nobody. I have been very composed. Okay, I have been very poised. I've been very motherfucking calm since I've been on this show. Do not turn me up because that is not something I'm trying to do. Okay. And I don't know what it is about Kayla's, but it's something about, I can't stand the 3-letter Kayla, and then I got this Kayla over here. I don't know what's going on, but it's obvious that Amber and Kayla does not mix, and you might want to scoot back up out my face just a little piece. And I was so here for Amber. Because Kayla got on my nerves the moment her ass got on this screen. Okay? I don't like that she was left by herself. And that's totally understandable. And I get that. That is your good friend. Nobody would really like that. I get it. I get it. But then for you to turn around and say to Amber, you didn't say that she was wrong. No, but I'm telling you that you're wrong for addressing me when you don't even know me like that. I'm telling you that you're wrong for telling me to do anything or asking me of anything when you was not there. Yeah, have them conversations this way, baby, but never this way. Understand, there's a difference. Thank you. Y'all, this story with Funmi and her husband is so real. So basically, she going to the house, she going to his office, right? And she taking him food and stuff, and he giving her a box of chocolate. She like, I don't want that because I already know what you do. You give me chocolate when you about to piss me the hell off. And it's like, well, what you think you doing? He trying to persuade you, and you trying to persuade him, trying to fill up his stomach. Girl, we see y'all doing it to each other. But he tells her, listen, we got to take this house off the market. I'm sorry. She doesn't want to do that. And he said, listen, we done showed this property to 30 some people. All the offers that we done got, we done been lowballed on all of those offers. And I just don't think it's right. We're a black family in a predominantly white area. Okay. And I agree with the husband 1000%. And I don't even know if this term exists in real estate, but a ghost seller is what I would have to be. And if it does exist, maybe what I'm thinking a ghost seller is may not be exactly what it is. But listen, I would have to sell it and they not know who the hell I am. It makes me think of this black couple, and this was a true story that happened a few years ago where they were trying to sell their property. And I think they were getting their property appraised or something like that. And when the property was being appraised, the first time they had like pictures of themselves and everything all of the house, and they appraised it at a lower value. When they went and got another appraisal, they got their white friends to represent the property for them, put their pictures and stuff inside of the home, and they got a higher appraisal value than what they did. Is like, what the fuck be up? Like, I need to understand, like, why do we have to be the ones lowballed on the same damn stuff? Like, y'all getting the same, like, I'm so confused. Why do y'all, what is the systems in place that y'all need to come out and lowball the black people? What are the conversations that are being had when the house is probably nicer than some of the people on their damn block? I'm so confused. But all in all, everything the husband is saying, I agree 1000%. And he's like, listen, I'm not going to pull it off the market yet, but it will be coming off the market in March. And I'm with the husband, especially with him being an attorney. Now, I don't know if he's an attorney in real estate or what his background is, but that man probably all he do is read, look at paperwork and everything. So he about know what to look for when he looking at contracts and all of that. And I'm gonna trust that judgment. Now, I feel like in my personal, Fumi wants what she wants for vanity purposes, but I feel like it has to make sense. And right now, I'm on that man side. Sorry. It's time for the last supper, honey. Everybody still waiting on Tiffany because Tiffany said she wasn't coming. But we already knew Tiffany was going to come because, girl, this is the last cast filmed event, okay? This is the last cast event. You're going to have to show up. It is what it is. We already knew she was going to come late. So cool. But the ladies are sitting around the table telling, ooh, there was something else I meant to mention about Tiffany's event, and we'll go back. But real quick, the ladies were telling Stormi about Tiffany's friend and how she approached Amber and how they were taken back by it, right? They said that Tiffany kind of stopped the conversation. She was shocked. She wasn't expecting her friend to say that. And so yeah, that was pretty much that. And Stormi was like, well, how would they even know who was wrong or whatever? And it was, I guess, because Tiffany told her. So of course Stormi doesn't like that, but she's not going to allow it to affect the tone and the mood she's setting for tonight. Now, what I want to go back to and talk about with Tiffany's event was the fact that I did not understand what still choosing is. She was showing clothing to the people that had little sayings on them, and she's asking them for advice. And I think it could have been Amber that highlighted the fact that one of the S's or something was missing off, like the screen printing was not complete on one of the shirts. And she said, you want to be mindful of that. I don't know who told her that. I think it was Amber, but all in all, child, listen, it looks a mess. It looked a mess. I didn't like it. I'm like, it's not something that I would wear. And I guess I'm her targeted audience, being that I'm married. But girl, and like, I didn't like it. It was just like white, black. Like you ain't got no other type of like creative design or something like that. Like go get an artist that could like actually draw up some stuff. Like I don't know. It was just giving plain Jane. We just throwing some shit together just to say that we doing some stuff for the show. Y'all may have liked it though. Y'all may, and I want y'all to support it if you did. Don't listen to me, child. I'm just giving you my thoughts and my opinion, honey. But I was not. I think y'all come out better doing y'all own still choosing podcast. I guess similar to Dear Wifey podcast, maybe doing some like that down to the Huntsville. That would make sense. And then I guess sell some stuff, but just make sure it's cute. Make sure it ain't that bland, that type of, you know what I'm saying? But either way, best of luck. I didn't like it. Y'all let me know how y'all felt about it. So Stormi and Tiffaney ended up apologizing to each other at the end of the day. Stormi lets her know, I don't think those things about you, all the stuff that I said about you, girl, I don't really think that, okay? I don't think you know BITCH. I don't think none of that. You know what I'm saying? So my bad. Tiffaney was like, well, listen, I apologize to you as well because at the time I did think that it was funny, but after I spent more time with it, girl, ain't nothing funny about it at all. So I do apologize to you as well for the whole serving and mopping and all of that. So the ladies appear to be cool. I do agree with Funmi when she says, I really just think these ladies are just trying to get along, to go along to get along in so many words. And she right. She right. Okay. They just needed to smooth things over and be cordial in the space that they're in, but understand they both feel this type of way about each other. Once you've shown me who you are, BIT, I'm never gonna let go of it. And you are somebody that I don't rock with for real, but I rock with you enough to create a show. And that's just what's going on. All right. Funmi also brings up the fact that, they've been able to move past certain situations like the mob, like the lines of coke. And then Kayla gonna say something, yeah, that was me. I did that. Not two lines. No, she said two lines, not one. And it's like, bitch, why you needed to reiterate that? Especially when you said that you didn't mean it. Why would you say some damn two lines, not one? Baby, Amber looked up so quick and said, hey, all right now, Kayla. All right now, girl, you getting a little too comfortable. Calm the fuck down, all right? Chill, it ain't that. Chill out now. Miss, I'm tired of apologizing for how I really am. I'm tired of apologizing for my personality. Then stop doing so you ain't got to sit up here and keep apologizing, bitch. And crying while you at it. Go ahead, Funmi. Funmi said she had a bone to pick with Amber because she kept calling her short. I didn't know it bothered Funmi that much, but now we know. I don't know if we the same height or if I'm a little taller than her. I can't recall, but at the same time, look, for me, I was finna say shoulder shrug, but I'm not. I don't get offended when people talk about my height. So, but I don't know. I'm not. I didn't get bullied for it. Obviously, she did, and it's something that she don't like. I will say, if it's something I probably hear every time, like every time we link up, like I might get annoyed. Like, damn, you keep saying that shit. Like, you ain't got nothing else to talk about. I might get annoyed a little bit, but it hasn't really happened to me like this. I don't think that I would give a damn because it's true. Like I am sure. What else is going on? Like. Okay. But we'll see. All right. We'll see how that's going to play out. Hopefully that doesn't turn into a thing to where we see Funmi and Amber beefing with each other. I don't know. But yeah. I'm not gonna go into this whole serving shit. I don't even know why Tiffaney asked Stormi, does she know the meaning of serving? Whatever it was, she asked her, do you know the meaning of something? And it's just like, girl, I think it was the washing the feet. Like, do you know the meaning of washing feet and all of that? It's like, girl, shut the Stormi explained it to her, but I just feel like, girl, you don't get to ask me no damn questions right now. Just be glad you're here. Eat your food that's in front of you, girl, and shut the hell up. But all in all, Stormi takes the ladies outside. She did a billboard for them. That was the big surprise. They are their ancestors' wildest dreams, as they are the Bells, of Birmingham coming to the people on TV. All right. But that was pretty much the episode. The reunion seems like it's going to be crazy as the two ladies will be getting into it. So we'll just have to wait and see how that is going to play out. Leave your thoughts and comments down below. Like up the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye.
Yeah, family over fame in this bitch, yeah. The glory of living righteous is setting in. My street knowledge and education's a perfect blend. Young mogul, independent, I've been setting trends. The first one from my family to be faithfully wed. Fuck niggas and the horses that they riding on. I see this shit from all angles like a polygon. I'm never politicking the drama.